Alright, so we got a whole bunch of stuff going on here. We're gonna hide behind the anvil. Matt likes to do fall outdoor cooking activities, so he's gonna make a
hot dog roaster. I'm gonna say hot dog roaster because it's healthier, but in reality, it's more for marshmallows. You know, you gotta have those s'mores.
I figured you were gonna say the weenie roaster, but
Well, if it was Jordan's, it'd be a tofu roaster, but you know.
don't knock the tofu. Since I'm doing all the work anyways, and Matt's making it look like he's doing something back there, it's my turn to show off a beer. Man, I gotta use those in a second.
I know, that's why they're on the floor now. Okay, to start this...
Take two.
Oh. By the way, we really didn't explain much. Yeah, we're just using a 1/2-inch piece of rebar on this one.
Sure it's 1/2 inch?
Yes.
Okay, just ask.
I'll smack you in the head with this in a minute. Anyway. Might have to get a tape measure out to prove this to Jordan, but anyway. I'm sure he's got one handy somewhere. Anyway, so what I did is I just split this with a grinder, just to be easier. It would,
Yeah, it looks about like 1/2 inch from here.
anyways, get back to topic. Basically, I just split this down. Let me see your tape measure. Where'd you go?
I put it up now.
As you see, I split it about 5 inches. If I can get this where you can read it. Basically, it's 5 inches. It's hard to get it work. I'm not that coordinated. So now we're just gonna start heating it, and we're gonna start working the end. We'll come back with more. You know, George doesn't mess around with the angle diner. You can actually hear me. So we got this nice and hot, and I'm just gonna sit this on the edge here, and let's see if I'm coordinated enough to do this. I'm sure I am.
My head's kind of in the way. Looky there! You didn't believe me, that would work.
I said it wouldn't work. Well, it's a good thing I'm doing it because you weren't calling it. Yeah.
I wouldn't use the hammer, but okay.
So now we'll finish heating it up and keep going now. This is going to be good for me.
Just one side out there, buddy. Flip the other side back in.
Okay, now get George's stuff out of the way. Now I'm going to start tapering these ends down so that
Take 4. Oh, alright. I don't know how many takes it is.
anyway. I'm going to start working this around. I got a better idea. Watch out.
Didn't put me all the way back.
I did. I just thought about that as soon as you decided to get involved.
Careful, don't split it off. But
Oh, I know.
there you go. Now we can work it.
I like to move it.
You got it. You got the reference. Sad thing is, there has not been that much alcohol yet.
Good.
Red light, blue light.
Red light, green light, blue light.
You wanna fight that twisting problem? What'll happen is you'll get a cold shift. Those two pieces will roll over on each other and just create a really weak point.
Yeah, fix it.
Learning moment for everyone. You got a long ways to go because any hot dog I've ever seen, if you put that on there, you'd split her in half.
Jordan has to mess with stuff. That's nothing different from what I was doing.
I stopped rounding and I started tapering for him. So I squared out everything just good. So we're gonna quit bringing you back for every single hammer strike because it's a little wearing me out.
And you don't want to watch all that.
That's
We'll have some
boring.
fast forward.
So I defy you to tell me what's wrong with this. What is wrong with this?
Call that real
What's wrong with
quick.
it? You know how hard that's going to be to get from there now?
That's not my problem.
You did save me the time of having to get that out of there, though.
Okay, as you can see, I tapered both sides. Now I'm working on figuring out this shape that I want, and me and Jordan can't agree. So I settled in the middle here with this side. So what I'm doing, straight this way, I'm using the horn of the anvil. Or you should probably actually know what that means. So I'm kind of smacking around a little bit to make the shape I want it. Get closer. Lost my heat now, so now you go back. Watch it. I'll fork you. Wait.
I just kind of need a new tattoo. You think you can help me out there?
Different episode.
No.
So I kind of work that closer to the side. This stuff's not exactly the same. That's why it's all hand forged, right? Why are you filming me?
Because well, you know, I thought you looked kind of hot.
Okay, now we're gonna work this. We're gonna keep working this out to where I want it.
So, why don't you just tell Robbie the trick I just told you?
So the trick is basically, as you see, I have heat here, but not up here. You heat the whole thing when I'm working this thin material, then I quench the part I don't want to work so it doesn't move on me, and then it makes it easier.
The key is that has to be a mild steel, not a high carbon steel like a knife blade. You don't want to do that with a knife blade, but it works great on rebar.
Or fun little cheap tricks with cheap metal.
So Matt, tell the kids at home what I talked you into.
We're gonna put a ram's head on the end of this because I guess we don't believe in boring crap. So instead of a 3-minute video, you're gonna get a 10-minute video probably.
Well, I'm kind of in a ram's head mood sort of thing.
So it's gonna get interesting. The first thing we're gonna do is square this thing up so we can get it all divided. You might be able to hear, you might not. Jordan's being loud in the background. That's a little hot where I'm grabbing it. It's still not cool yet from earlier heats. So somebody's bucket's not deep enough. Jordan's just mad because he can't do this part because you don't want to hit it with it first. Or your vegan food, whatever that is.
Wait. That looks like a freaking french fry.
It's because you gotta use your little prick to point at things.
Mostly. I spent like 30 minutes making both of these, okay?
So, as you can see, I squared it, or rectangled it more, because we're going to split it, and I want it to be square after we split it. So as you see, it's a little flatter on one side, and that's because that's the side that we're going to split for the horn. So, just keep watching.
So first thing, whenever I'm doing a long chisel like that, is I'm laying it out so that the benefit to this is really curved, so I'm able to rock it as I go. And so that allows me to help try to keep that line a little straighter. So probably going to be a heat and a half on that, and then we're going to start the end and punch our way through all the way up to the top. That's a cool trick.
We'll shut off right after Jordan's humiliation. Why are you pointing?
Just trying to poke you in the head with it.
I have to give him something to do in this video, or else he's going to try to steal the entire thing, so.
You said Ramsey.
Technically, you said Ramsey.
That's right.
And I sighed.
With excitement. Keep this close heavy fast forward.
So, you want Mr. Wonderful commentation between all this? We're talking about getting a new tattoo, and I said, why don't you just get a brand? That's the whole new thing everybody wants to do these days. So, so you just make the brand, and I'll make sure I brand you with it. Man, he didn't completely disagree. Yet.
You've come close enough today. This whole thing might be fast forwarded anyways.
Nah. Okay, so I'm back working on the end of our hot dog roaster, as Jordan likes to call it, the weenie roaster, which is probably going to be the name of the video, knowing Jordan.
It's currently hot dog roaster.
But anyway, so we're going to start working on the ram's head. I'm going to start tapering both these out, since after we got done last time, we split this up the middle. So we'll go ahead and keep going with heat and keep it going. Jordan's trying to hog the anvil, and that's almost forgeable temperature there.
So I was watching a video the other day.
Were you?
And yeah, that's pretty much all I do when I'm watching videos.
Well, I already know that because you send me about 20 links a week.
Do you watch them?
Probably about 2 or 3.
They're all good. You need to watch them all.
Well, some of us have a life outside of that. You know.
Anyways, where I was going with this was they commented that, and this is a guy that does it for a profession in London or somewhere in the UK. Mild steel does not need flux. Total waste of time. Complete, absolute, total waste of time.
So if you missed it, which Jordan was hoping I was recording, he tried to burn me with it.
I was handing you the hot end. I was hoping you were silly enough to grab it.
He fix those.
Call, by the way.
Is it?
Yep, that's the best part. They're still up there.
On my hood.
Don't worry, I got it. I got my hands full, but I got it.
Slat, that sucks.
You know what else sucks? Yeah, there's still leaves up there. It's great.
I don't trust you behind me now.
I'm just here to be helpful.
Yeah, since when?
Well, before the leaf incident. Oh, yeah, there's one in your pocket. Hang on, I got it.
Okay, so now that I got that forged back, now I'm going to take a couple inches and I'm going to fold it over with a hammer that's not a baby. Flatten this out first, I guess would probably be a good idea. Getting ahead of myself.
You don't have to go too terribly flat.
Yeah, I know. Well, basically, I push these back together. You can kind of see the split here to make sure that they don't. They try not to burn them off. It's kind of the goal. So. Flatten that out a little bit. That should probably be good. Go get some more heat, and then we'll fold it over.
Oh, a couple sparklers, yes. Yes.
Okay.
Hopefully
now
the
back.
camera survived. Weld number 2.
Not centered. I think we might have got a parchment weld there.
Woohoo!
Yeah, we're definitely forge welded.
Bring her in there. Up. Right there.
There we go. Look at they got a forge weld pretty much all the way back to here. Pretty solid. So now I'm going to heat it up and I'm going to reshape this a little bit the way I want it.
Alright, so here we go. Our color's all purple, I think. But you can see a line there. Hey, wait a second. So you can see a line right here. That's a groove, but it is a solid piece all the way up to there. That is
And
cool.
this side, you can see it pretty much disappeared.
Disappeared. Oh, we got some stress fractures here. We're going to bring it back up to forging weld heat again and drive it this way to try to get those to seal back up. And he's ready to start shaping. Although it
Weld
kind of looks like a
successful.
reindeer.
Okay, basically I just smacked this against the anvil a whole bunch of times and my crack closed up. So now to make sure it closed up, find a smaller hammer. It helps if I take my sunglasses off. But I kind of needed them to watch that fire. And that stress crack appears to be gone. So now I can start working this dude back in an actual, ram's head fashion. As you can see, I already tapered it out. It's not near as flat as what it was. So I'm going to start working on tapering this and rounding this a little bit. Then we'll work on bend it, and then we'll curl the horns. Not antlers like Jordan likes to refer to them as.
So, since somebody doesn't pay attention to me as we go, what you want to do, I'm going to have to kind of show you here. So you're just going to back up just a touch. You just want to start kind of getting that end to very, very curl over. Keep working that curl, and then as you get a little ways, flip it and tap it back towards yourself.
Well, I thought you were talking about something crazy. I've
Yeah,
done that several times.
Okay. Oh yeah, we get to watch it all, Matt. We are Forgeaholics. Tap that steel.
Jordan is extremely lame if nobody else has figured it out yet.
Don't tell all my secrets.
Basically, I just spread this stuff out so it made it a little bit easier to work with us fighting it too much. So now we can get some more work done. You notice we got a small pointer.
There you go. That's the ticket. That's sexy right there.
Now, you know. Put it back on fire.
Stuck in my head.
Never a good day.
Oh, that's always a good day. If I knew more about YouTube rights, we would put it in right here. But I don't, so that got your hopes up for nothing.
And there's one side. Now I'm going to do the other side.
Oh man, it's not recording. Just kidding. In case you guys wondered, that's all hot. Like way back to here.
You notice how he actually used the pointer for the first time tonight? He burned himself off camera a few minutes ago.
I'm telling you, it's a good deal.
So Jordan was harassing me off camera about this going the wrong direction. And he was somewhat right, but not completely. So I told him...
I was completely right, just for the record. It was going.
Some of it was going the wrong direction. But anyway, I told him, what's wrong with this? Is that not natural selection? One goes one way, one goes the other? And he goes, I don't know, anything's possible in nature. And I go, kind of like left jab, right hook. Jordan thought it was pretty funny, so... but, his sense of humor is kind of lame, so...
Kind of? That's an understatement.
So, comment, see what you say.
Use the pliers.
Like hammer.
Turn off the radar. Use the pliers.
It's not Spaceballs. I know, now you're mad because I said Spaceballs instead of Star
A
Wars.
little bit. A little sad. I think I died a little inside me now. This is going to take Matt a few heats, but that's kind of the way this cookie crumbles because it's a pain in the butt. You know where your stuff's at this time?
Yep.
Is that hot up there?
Okay, so our ram head experiment with the end of this, what we learned is with harder steel, higher carbon steel, it actually is easier to forge these ram heads than it is for us for what we're doing. Maybe we just don't know the trick for this mild type steel because, this is pretty cheap steel. So what the problem was is we actually had some stress cracks that I just had to refuse. We got the eyes and the nose that somewhat resembles it, but it's just not been as easy to work with as some of the other material. So you can kind of see a few of our problems. I mean, it resembles a ram's head. It's kind of an interesting end piece for, a hot dog roaster.
Hey, for a hot dog roaster, that's one hell of a ram's head.
So I'm just going to work on cleaning the end of this up. Then I'm going to heat it up, and then I'm going to put beeswax all over it. And that's what we're going to leave it seasoned with, just because it's going to get down and nasty and dirty anyway. So
honey's good enough for humans, so is beeswax.